Tom Homan, the border czar, you love him, I love him. He is essentially, next to Trump, America's #1 badass. And he was in Albany to critique New York's sanctuary city laws. Again, making no sense at all. You have a sanctuary city protecting illegal criminals. It makes zero sense at all. It's against the mandate. This is not what the American people talked about. And I am just so impressed with his demeanor. I've got a clip of him walking through as he is being harangued and yelled at by protesters, as well as this nut job mayoral candidate, Zoran Amandi or whatever, who actually thinks he did something good. Also, I've got a very important clip to play for you regarding air traffic controllers and a DEI activist who is an actual air traffic operations supervisor who is doing some nefarious things. If you fly or know somebody who flies, you definitely don't want to miss out on that clip. But first, Palestinian Senator Chuck Schumer from New York vows that they're going to block the GOP funding bill and threaten a shutdown of the government. Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah, I know I said Palestinian senator. No, he's not Jewish. He's not Jewish. Watch, listen to Trump.
And Schumer is a Palestinian as far as I'm concerned. You know, he's become a Palestinian. He used to be Jewish. He's not Jewish anymore. He's a Palestinian. Okay.
I just love how he's so matter of fact. He's practically a Palestinian now. He used to be Jewish, quite frankly, but he's not Jewish anymore. And he's a bad guy. He's a nasty guy. And, you know, I got to agree with the president. I mean, that is a huge, I mean, I can just see that little, those horns on top of his head just searing and smoke coming out of his, a ripe, dilapidated head as he hears this. Because, you know, everybody, he definitely knows that Trump called him a Palestinian. If you remember Netanyahu, who did a joint address to Congress last year before the election, refused to even look at Schumer. And to be honest, you know, you look at the Democrats' actions, you look at what they've been fighting for, who they've been fighting for, especially this guy Khalil Mahmoud, who has essentially turned Columbia University into his own personal, protesting platform, his own personal, hideout for terrorist activities. They're supporting these guys. That's all the Democrats support. They never support the good guys. They don't support law-abiding American citizens who want to save money on waste, fraud, and abuse. No. They want to save and go after the bad guys. They don't know who the good guys and bad guys are. So in some sense, he's right. But here's living proof, even more, as if you needed any, that really justifies why I call them the hypocrites. They claim they're for you and me. They claim they're fighting for the people. But no, how many times I got to tell you, they don't give a rat's ass about you. They don't give a rat's ass about me. Only if it is advantageous to their own ends, to their own, pursuits of power, their own pursuits of money, and the like. Check out this little clip right here, this montage that just demonstrates their hypocritality in full technicolor. Watch this.
Republicans are marching America to a painful government shutdown. But we need traditional Republicans to break with MAGA extremists so we can keep the government open.
Republican shutdown will cost 6,306 of her constituents their paychecks.
Put the bill on the floor for an up or down vote so we can end this MAGA Republican nightmare. And if you don't, you own this government shutdown.
And we could put the threat of a shutdown behind us. Our agreement would keep the government open, provide emergency aid for communities battered by hurricanes and other natural disasters.
It's about the harm that House Republicans will do to the American people if the government shuts down.
One Democrat said to me they feel like they have a mandate from their constituents to shut down the government.
There are some raising the possibility of shutting down the government in March.
We will use whatever power we have, and fundamentally, we're not going to vote for something that undermines the American people.
To withhold votes, do Democrats have the stomach?
I certainly hope so. I know that I'm not going to vote for their proposal for sure.
Are you prepared to shut down the government, to join Democratic colleagues who want to stand in the way of keeping the government open?
Well, there are
Is
simply
that
trying
yes?
to... So yes, look, if we have to take steps.
14 days from now, government shutdown is looming.
If we don't believe that we have a willing partner on the other side, then we need to stay united and not bail out President Trump.
And yet, at the same time, in order for a lot of voters to fully understand what Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing, people are unfortunately going to have to feel some of that. And the only way that that happens is if the shutdown happens.
As I like to say, the hypocrisy knows no bounds. We fight for American people. We care about American workers. We care about all these things. Why are they cutting all these things? Why are they cutting Medicaid? Why are they cutting Medicare? Why is Elon Musk? Here's another quick clip of the same hypocrites back during Obama's presidency, his first presidency, as a matter of fact, sounding really familiar to what Trump and Elon Musk are saying about Doge. Maybe these guys are secret Doge employees. Watch this.
We cannot keep our promises on Medicare. We simply must make the cuts and waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare so that the benefits and the premiums are untouched. We owe it to our seniors. We owe it to our country.
There is an enormous amount of waste and fraud and abuse in this government. When there is waste and fraud, you have an administration who should also be on top of that situation.
If we're going to eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare, it does mean we're going to cut some of that out. And when I hear my friend Dave Camp say you cannot cut money out of Medicare, you can't just get up there and say, we don't want to cut anything out of Medicare. We want to cut the bad stuff and keep the good stuff.
You still don't believe me about the hypocrites? You still think they actually care about you? Need to share this video with every single radical left, liberal, Democrat, libertarian, anybody who hates Trump, who hates Republicans, who hates, that they lost the election. Share this video with them. We need to wake America up. Okay. Woo! I love this next clip. I love it so much. Tom Homan, the badass border czar, enters into Albany to confront Governor Hochul about this ridiculous, redonkulous sanctuary city policy. And just watch. I wish I had this kind of coolness, this kind of composure, this kind of badassery. Watch how he walks in, nonchalant, eating an apple as if he's taking a stroll in the park. This is legendary. The shouting bearded man is one of the top leading mayoral candidates, Zoran Amandi, and I'll share another clip that this guy actually thinks what he did there was good. You know what that clip reminds me of? It makes me think of that Einstein quote. Great minds are always met with violent opposition. If you didn't hear what they were saying there, I know you heard some of the choice words there, I apologize. But the protesters or whoever the hell that was, maybe paid agitators, I don't know. They were chanting, everybody, no fear, no whatever. Immigrants are welcome here. Yes, immigrants are welcome here. My parents were immigrants and they immigrated in the 70s. This country was built on immigration. Yes, legal immigration. It took my dad 15 years. He had to earn his citizenship. 15 years. He got a PhD, worked his butt off, paid his taxes, contributed to society. Nobody said we don't want immigrants. Trump never said we don't want immigrants. Homan never said we just want it done the legal right way. If you guys would stop watching MSNBC and being brainwashed through mass hypnosis methodologies, through MSNBC and all this propagandist left-wing media, you would know that. They want immigrants. Nobody's against immigrants, you mooks. Why are you supporting criminals? It doesn't make any sense. These guys are literally saving our country. Why are you supporting? The country mandated this. The American people have spoken. Why are you not respecting that? Am I nuts? Let me know in the comments because I have no idea. Here's this mayoral candidate, another clip of him going absolutely bat crazy on Tom Homan and then actually clipping it on his ex and being proud of it. Watch this.
How many more New Yorkers? How many more New Yorkers will you detain? How many more New Yorkers without charge? Do you believe in the First Amendment? Do you believe in the First Amendment, Tom Homan?
When we asked Tom Homan, all he had to answer for that cruelty was a smirk. Because there is no answer for taking a man from his pregnant wife, who is due to deliver their newborn child in a month, from their Columbia University apartment. A day after, that same man, Mahmoud Khalil, wrote to Columbia University and said he feared for his life. The cowardice that is on display across our city and our state is unacceptable.
I don't know about you, but my BS meter just broke the actual measure. This guy seems like a complete, absolute LAD lion-ass degenerate. First of all, nobody got rid of Khalil. He wasn't a U.S. citizen. Nobody got rid of him for no reason. First of all, he was here on a privilege. He was here on a student visa, on a green card, which is a privilege, an honor to have. Being allowed to be educated at one of the top universities, even though you know what I think of universities, especially in the last 10 years, don't get me started. But that's not the point. The point is the guy actually advocated for pro-terrorist organizations. The stipulations are very clear. So everything that you're saying is complete BS. You think you're going to see this on CNN, on ABC, CBS, NBC? No, you're not going to see it because that's how they do it. This is what they do. Conquer and divide. Conquer and divide. That's all they're good at. I can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know down below. Okay, our final story has me so upset because you know how I feel about DEI, cancerous DEI woke ideologies. This is an air traffic controller supervisor with leaked audio of him essentially, effectively saying that he is going to help minorities to cheat on their air traffic controller exam. The Deputy of Transportation, Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, lately, just very recently posted that we're looking for new applicants. We're looking for new air traffic controllers because the Biden administration literally forced qualified candidates away because they needed to meet their ridiculous, asinine, abysmal, woke DEI quotas. That's why we're having so many problems right now. That's why I'm scared to death to take my family on a plane. But this just confirmed my worst nightmare and my worst fear. This guy earns over $155,000 a year. And he's literally helping people who aren't qualified cheat on an extremely important exam that has undeniable consequences on American lives, essentially giving a free pass to unqualified people who don't have the proper skills to be in an air traffic controller tower, handling, being essentially having oversight of thousands of people's lives at any given moment, and refusing to share any information with anybody who is white. This is a travesty. You need to share this with, and you need to write to your senators. You need to write to your congresswomen, men, whatever. You need to write to Secretary Duffy. This needs to go viral. Watch this.
Washington Suburban Associate members, brothers and sisters, listen. It's been a really busy time for me these past 4 days. I know that each of you are eager, very eager, to apply for this job vacancy announcement. And trust, after tonight, you will be able to do so. I am asking that you give me another 15 or 16 hours. Allow me to go to work and come home, provide you with an email that will be extremely crucial in the opening stages of this hiring process. There are some valuable pieces of information that I have taken a screenshot of and I'm going to send that to you via email. Trust and believe it will be something that you will appreciate to the utmost. Keep in mind, we are trying to maximize your opportunities, and I'm doing the very best that I can with the time that I'm given. Today when I get off at 11 o'clock, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to finish out that email. I'm going to send it to each of you, and as you progress through the stages, refer to those images so that you will know which icons you should select. Now, I have a good mind to send it to one of my HR representatives first and give them the opportunity to sign off on it before you actually click it. But in the sake of time, I'm going to send it directly to you because I'm about 99.99% sure that it's exactly how you need to answer each question in order to get through the first phase. People have been getting rejection notices, and those rejection notices have been coming after about 24 to 36 hours after clicking submit. And I want to avoid that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our time, and we're going to make sure that everything that we click on, and you're going to even have to go back to your resume and make some changes because one of our members and I have caught something, and we want to go back and we want to fine-tune those details. And I guarantee that will give us the very best feeling that we could ever get in applying for this job. VRAs, those that have received tentative offer letters, we want you to apply for this job anyway. Messages came back saying do not give the agency an opportunity to say they never gave you one. So apply for it anyway. For everyone else, stand by to stand by. Later on this evening when I get home, I'm going to finish those emails, and then I'm going to go back to planning for the Black History Month program, and then I'm going to process all new members enrollment forms, and then I'm going to send out my emails to the managers of the FAA regional headquarters and thanking them for my visit, and then I'm going to get back to handling some important business for the VRAs. I think we may have an opportunity, VRAs, to do something that others probably would find impossible. I found that answer talking to people in HR. So give me an opportunity to do what I need to do this evening, and I guarantee after that you will be able to apply for this job. Thanks a lot.
That is Shelton Snow. He's the air traffic controller's supervisor. This guy is a DEI activist, a former National Black Coalition Federal Aviation Employee member, and he says he knows multiple people who have cheated and are, quote, controlling planes as we speak, end quote. Sanctuary cities, DEI activists, rogue judges who are all defying the will of the people. The American people have spoken, and we spoke voluminously. We spoke resoundingly, unanimously, in a very, very large margin. Every single swing state, 90% of the counties shifted. Kamala didn't get one shift. They're defying the will of the people. This compromises people's lives, families' lives. They are not abiding by the will of the people. Share this with everybody you know. Tap the thumbs up. We need this video to go viral. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Share this with your representatives of your district, your congressmen, your senators, your governors, officials, local and state and national. Share them with everybody that you know. Because we, the people, demand to have the right duly elected representatives representing us and have policies, legislations, and statutes that represent the will of the people. I can't wait to hear from you. Check out these videos coming up on screen just in case you missed these. Tap my face right there to subscribe and follow. It's free, and as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.